There is a lot of misinformation going on in regards to achieving prosperity and abundance. There's this huge thought that you can manifest things, and a lot of people have kind of accepted that belief. I just want to challenge you on that and try to bring a little clarity in why that is not possible and why attracting things is the best way to achieve the prosperity and abundance that you desire in your life. Manifesting is the creation of something. It has to come from something to be something. All right. Manifest is proposed that you can just make things up and just these things just appear magically. Even magic is understood or misunderstood in a lot of ways, in that magic is the manipulation of energy. And so when you're manifesting, it is the idea that you are creating something, and you can't create anything because you don't have enough power to do it. You don't have enough juice, right? Anything that has to be created has to have some type of force behind it. Think about the way a house is built, or even an automobile is created. It is brought from metal, is melted, and then it is put into the shape and forms of the automobile. But that requires a degree of energy to do that. So, as we speak on attracting prosperity and abundance, we need to be clear that you cannot manifest, you can only attract. And by attracting, you allow those things to come into existence. So, we're looking at the root chakra in this talk, on how it being blocked is preventing you from attracting the things that you desire and that you want. This is new knowledge. This is going to change your life and how you think about things and how you bring prosperity and abundance in your life. So we'll go to the first slide. And as we go to the first slide, I just want to give an illustration on why alignment is the energy that you bring forth. Being aligned to the universe is how you actually are able to attract prosperity and abundance. So we'll get to how that root chakra is blocked and how that's preventing you from achieving the things. And once you're clear that root chakra, you'll be able to achieve the things you desire. So let's imagine the universe abundant. You look up in the sky, nothing but stars, planets, suns, everything is in magnitude. I know the first time I saw the sky when I went on a camping trip growing up in the city where there's a lot of light pollution. And then I was able to go out on a camping trip and I looked up at the clear sky. I was amazed by how much was up there. Stars, planets, it was just abundance of things up there. The universe doesn't operate in lack. It doesn't operate in scarcity. Everything is abundant. And you part of that universe, being aligned with that, you should be abundant too, because that abundance flows down onto the planet that we live on, where we have our being on, in this plane of existence. And when you think about it, this planet is abundant. There is no lack in this planet. Even in the desert, where you think there is nothing, there's life, and there is not just one particle of sand, there are billions of particles of sand. The universe only operates in abundance. And you being part of that abundance should flow through you, as demonstrated on this chart. That abundance should flow directly through you, but you're blocked, and you're blocked by trauma of certain things. So we're going to look at the trauma in the root chakra, and then we're going to look on how to clear that trauma out of the root chakra so that abundance can flow back into your life. All right. So the third slide we're going to look at is what the root chakra governs. All right. It's for your security, your stability, and for your financial foundation. The root chakra is how you have your place of being here. All right. It holds your sense of self in the root chakra. One of the mantras that we use a lot in root chakra work is, I have a right to be here. So just like a tree or a star, you have a right to be here. You have to accept that you have a right to be here. You are not a mistake. And that you have a right to be here. You will be given all the resources that you need to be here. Just like a tree is given all the resources it needs. So when you understand that you are purposeful and that you have a right to be here, that adds a sense of security in your prosperity and your abundance. That you know that you are in the right place at the right time and are supposed to be here. Now, how the root chakra can influence your abundance and scarcity is because of that mindset. Mindset is extremely important. We have to change the way we think about it. And as we change the way we think about it, we'll change the way we act about it. And then those responses will be different. You change the way you think, you change the way you act, the responses are different. So you have to learn to release those survival blocks that you have. If you feel that you have, and you got this trauma sometimes in your life where you may not have access to a lot of things. As a thirsty man who didn't have water, you would kind of, be protective of water. And we find that a lot in the planet where people who are operating in their scarcity and their lack and their separation from the universe sometimes be the most greedy and the most demanding, because they have that blockage in them. That blockage is their lack that they still feel that they haven't cleared out. So you need to release that first. When you release that limitation of fear, right, you allow the universe to flow through you. So you release that limitation of fear. You ground yourself in the wealth of the reality. Look around you, right? Look at all the things that the universe provides for, and know that you are also will be provided for once you align yourself in there, because you're the one that's blocking that abundance in your life. A lot of us like to believe that it's some external force. It's other people, other things, situation, when in reality, we control the way the energy flows through us. And then with that, you can take those abstract ideas and turn them into practical steps and practical situations. You move it from the thought into the reality, right? To clear that blockage by telling yourself through, we're going to get to the practices and the things that you get can help you clear these blockages. So we're going to just talk about how these blockages are blocking you from achieving the things that you desire. It's about trusting in your financial security and rooting yourself that I have a right to be here. I will be taken care of. I am part of this planet, and all things are going to work towards my good. So instead of having that lack mentality that there's not enough, that I have to be defensive, or I am separated from the universe, all that does is bring more scarcity. It attracts more of that into your life. So the signs that you are blocked with the root chakra, that you are out of alignment with your true prosperity, with your true abundance, right? That you're out of alignment is that you are constantly struggle with your savings or managing your money, because you're operating in that energy. So it's always a constant struggle from you, right? You may think that the reality is that it comes from outside of you, but it comes from within you. Because there's many examples with people who have less who tend to do better. I knew a family, one guy, they both of the men of the family had the same identical job. But one family had nothing but struggle and lack. And the other family was able to put the children to school and buy homes and live in prosperity and abundance, because they did not live in fear of lack and scarcity. They didn't have a fear-based money mindset, constantly worrying about your financial security, even when you have money. All right. You have people who have tons of money and are constantly worried about money, because it's not the problem, it's not the money, it is the blockage, the scarcity that exists in them, and they constantly have to get more and more money. Some of them have money they'll never spend in multiple lifetimes. You have difficulty holding your wealth. When money come, money go. Money come, money go. Not something you're doing intentionally. You're not doing it intentionally. It just keeps getting away from you. All right. And that's because it's not grounded in anything. When that money and those resources are not grounded in anything, they just keep escaping away from you. You also feel disconnected from your material needs. You're struggling to meet your basic needs. And you also are resisting wealth building strategies, which we'll talk about in a minute, of ways that you can clear your block root chakra. But a lot of times when that root chakra is blocked, you resist this information and this knowledge because something brought you here. Something it wants to communicate to you. But if that root chakra is so heavily blocked, you won't hear the message and you won't take advantage of the opportunities. The knowledge is available, but will you hear it and take advantage of it? Or is the chakra so blocked that you don't see the advantages of it? So let's look at ways to activate that root chakra and to move that abundance and prosperity more into your life. The color red is the color of the root chakra. We like to say it's the color, but it's the frequency of that root chakra. And being the frequency of that root chakra, that's what powers that root chakra. So wearing red, simply something you can do is wear more red. Eat red foods, all right? Spend time in more red areas. That would power that root chakra, that sense of security and that sense of plentifulness. So that's one way. Crystals are an ideal way of empowering that root chakra. The red jasper is very strong. It's about financial strength. It'll give you that energy. The black tourmaline is going to protect you against that scarcity mindset that may creep up in your mind. Having black tourmaline with you will protect against that. It's a very good protective crystal. And garnet. Garnet attracts the energy of wealth. We're talking about energies here. All right. Everything is energy. And we're talking about attracting energy and blocking certain energy. So when you're wearing garnet, it's going to bring more of that energy into your life. There's also root chakra meditations and affirmations are very powerful. As you speak, you change your mindset, you change the energy around you, and you bring this prosperity and abundance into your life. We also offer a kit because a lot of times things are hard to continue. You hear them and you start them. So by the time you remember to wear red, or by the time you go get the crystals, you're not consistent in it. Consistency is going to be the key. So we develop a kit that if you go down to the link, grab the kit, right? It has a red bracelet. It has a red jasper stone and the essential oil that you put on the chakra. And with this kit, you on a continuous basis, you can empower your chakra so that you can clear the blockages in that energy and allow yourself to move in a more prosperity cycle. So true financial abundance requires a very stable foundation. That's where you build off of until you address those issues that make you feel insecure or in lack. It's going to be hard to build from that area up. That's why I said this is the first chakra that we should start with. A balanced root chakra is going to ensure that your prosperity is grounded, secure, and ever growing. All right. It's going to continue to spread just as a tree starts from a small seed and grows. Your prosperity will grow when you tend to that root chakra. And aligning that root chakra transform the money that you think of as fear and as lack into something that becomes a source of strength. Even when you feel that you don't have enough, by strengthening that root chakra, you realize that you have more than enough. All right. I hope something said here resonated with you and helps you in your life journey. I appreciate you taking the time to allow me to share this information with you. Please check out my other videos. We're going through all the chakras. You'll feel resonate with one of the videos and you'll know which one of your chakras you need to start working with. This is the key. We need to start understanding that it's not the outside, it's the inside that is preventing us from achieving the prosperity and abundance that we wish. All right. I want to wish everyone love and light in their journey. All right. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe. Mind my mind, mind my mouth, and mind my heart. Love and light in your journeys.